Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Novelist Dean back again with yet another vlog. I literally just left work. It is 1:13-ish in the morning. So all I got, like, today is March 4th. So technically I was supposed to start on March 1st, but it didn't feel right since I didn't even start filming or even planning my TBR for March. I know, like, I'm gonna have like a guideline, but not really, to be honest, because like there's so many like readathons in March. Like, you got middle grade March, mystery March, women's history in March. What else is in March? Is it Asian Heritage Month? I don't know. Or is it Hispanic Latin Heritage Month? I don't know. It's one of those things. I have to look it up. I have to double check. But like, there's a lot of things going on this month, so I'm gonna use all these events that's happening in 1 month as a guide for what I want to do. Because here's the thing, I wanted to participate in Mystery March, but I'm sorry, I gotta turn this shit off. I'm not really a huge fan of what's going on, of the prompts, so I'm just gonna read like as many mysteries as I kind of want to this month, while also trying to match it up with any other prompts. Like, read a mystery that's written by a woman, maybe read a history, read a mystery written by women, read a mystery that's for middle grade or a kid mystery. What else do I want to read? It depending on what ethnic month it is, I'm gonna read that too. So I'm gonna just use those as a guideline. So far I started 2 books in the first of March and I started, what was it, Fear Me by BB Red. Now, this has been on my TBR again. I forgot who's the YouTuber who introduced me to her, but technically I always had her in the back of my mind because, Kindle, they always keep recommending books based on what you read. And this one is a bully romance. It's by a black author, but like the characters inside are white. So I wasn't expecting that, but it is what it is. What else? So I'm gonna read that. I'm like only 47 pages in. And I don't know, normally I love me a good bully romance, but I don't know, these characters are just annoying to me right now. Like, the main chick is annoying me, the hero is annoying me. I don't know, it's like as soon as I turn 25, everything is annoying me. I only just turned 25 like literally 2 months ago, January 3rd, child. I don't know what it is. I'm not in the mood for these folks. Maybe I should like just, because like right now it's read and listen on Kindle right now. And the other book that I started reading is Chasing Savannah by Drea Anderson. I'm sorry, the same person who wrote One Night, One Bite. And I'm just continuing on with the book that I bought like last month. And I didn't really get that far into it because since it's the other one is an audiobook and I've been working a lot this week. And I won't say what happened at work. Just know that I have a few days off. Okay, just know that. So I had plenty of time to do long nails. Yes, I don't know what design I want to do. Like, there's this girl on Instagram. I'm gonna post her stuff right here. And on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. She does intricate, polygel stuff. So I kind of want to. I don't know if I want to do builder gel or do 2 different designs on each hand. So I'll figure it out because I really want to do a polygel design, one of her polygel designs, while also doing a different design on a different hand. If only I wasn't so lazy. I'll probably do one hand today and then another hand tomorrow. Well, technically today. And then, I'm working tomorrow, so on Wednesday. Literally 2 to 3 business days to do my freaking nails. So it depends. So on what time I work on Tuesday. So I hadn't yet decided. Oh, and I got some new makeup that I bought from Terra Moon Cosmetics. I'm so behind on videos that I plan. Literally, I'll be planning shit last minute when it inspires me or when I be watching other people's videos. Like, for example, on my other channel, it's like more makeup and, basically not book related. Everything that's not book related, you can go to the other channel. But my Saucy Tea Quint, I'm gonna put it back there. But I was watching Jamila and Beauty and the Frizz. I was watching their channels and they had a collaboration where they basically talk about the brands that they want to prioritize or in the brands that they don't want to, pay attention to. For this year. And I was like, you know what, there's some indie brands that I wanted to try but never, or at least want to pay more attention to. Like, there's some that I don't want to. I actually made a list so I can do it, but oh god, I gotta do my makeup and shit. Yeah, and I wanted to place an order for 2 palettes for the Bella Beauty Bar from Bella Beauty Bar, but the other one isn't there and I don't want to pay. I'd rather pay everything at once, so I'm gonna wait forever until all of those palettes come up because those are, I'm so sorry, it's so fucking dark. Child, I basically want to wait till those two palettes, like one of them is available, and that's the basic witch palette. It's back in stock, but to be honest with you, I already spent too much money already, so I'm gonna have to miss out on this restock, and hopefully she restocks it again. But then again, it's Halloween. I don't know. I spent too much money. There's always next year or next time, so I definitely have my eye on the Bejeweled palette. What else? Oh yeah, that's basically it for an update. I'll probably go inside the gym, listen to Fear Me, and I'll give you an update as I'm driving back home. All right, see ya. Why is it so dark down this road? What the fuck? Hey guys, I just got back from the gym, as y'all saw. I just did a whole bunch of walking and fast walking like a New Yorker. But I made it to page 100. All I gotta say, child, is this okay? It says Daddy Rich. Is he in the mob? I'm trying to understand, because here's the thing. Spoilers, of course, because this is a spoilery vlog. I'm trying to understand what does he have to do with Lake's parents' disappearance? Because, you know, she's being raised by her auntie. Nobody knows what happened to the parents. So did he have to do something with it? I highly doubt it, because like it was like close to 11 years ago. So they would have been what, like maybe like 10 or 9. So unless his daddy's in the fucking mob, or like, you know, one of those rich folks to be owning the town, I don't understand. And like he clearly got history of violence and shit. It's so weird. And obviously we know that they're gonna end up together because it's a bully romance. But like there's 5 books. And I think each book follows each person, almost each person. I think like the second book continues on. And then like the other book follows Willow, who is Lake's best friend, that she was forced to break up as a best friend with. And then, no. The third book is about Kian, who is the bully's cousin or some shit. And then the 4th book follows, you know, Dash, who is like the best friend of the bully, Kieran is the bully, child. Keenan and Kieran. Anyways, child. So you follow these 3 boys and like their little life or whatever the fuck. It's so weird. Like obviously the reason why he's so upset, even though he's been a bully the whole time, is that he thinks that Lake has something to do with getting him sent away to, I don't know, juvie, jail, whatever the fuck. And technically he would have been there for 3 months, but because he got anger issues, he ended up staying for another 7 months. So a whole year gone. So literally, he basically, what happened was like a year ago, they basically someone planted drugs in his locker, right? And someone tipped the police, and of course I'm thinking it's the other dude, right? Because it goes back and forth in time, where you have Lake and like this other dude, I think Peterson, who I think was also being bullied by Kieran, and he's like, listen, I need a favor. So I'm thinking they teamed up, but somehow last minute, I think she must have changed her mind. I guess she was too fucking scared and too pussy to get revenge on this man. But basically, she basically is saying that her phone at the time, because they had a lot of money, like these people got a whole lot of money, they managed to find out through the police that it was her phone that tipped the police off, right? So whatever. So that's why he has a whole vendetta against her. Like, you're the one who took the police. But, like, according to her, she didn't do it, but she knows who did. So I'm thinking it's a Peterson dude, and I think he's still at the school or someone else, or elsewhere. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And, yeah, that's basically it. So, and the fucked up thing is, obviously, we follow Willow and Dash. Dash, he's going to be in, like, the 4th book. But, like, in this book, we found out that over the summer, Willow lost her virginity to Dash, basically sleeping with the enemy. Dash is, you know, Kieran's best friend since childhood and shit. I was like, oh, you sleeping with the enemy. Lost the virginity and everything. And then it's fucked up. But what's even more fucked up, Kieran was like, you want to know how I know all these details? It's because I told Dash to do it. I was like, what kind of bullshit? Child, there was this lady next to me, which is so strange because it's not as busy at the gym, but it's like all the people who was on the treadmills was huddled together. I was like, why? We got all of this space. I don't know, child. I don't understand, and I don't care to understand. But basically, I was like trying so hard, like maybe I shouldn't be doing this, because and he has a whole girlfriend. He's friends with, Kieran, he's best friends. I mean, no, not best friends, but like, you know, in a relationship with the cheerleader, the mean girl. Child, stereotypical bullshit, you know, whatever, rich people shit, bully, all that extra shit. Meanwhile, cheating on the cheerleader with her because he's like doing some sexual things, but not really. Well, yeah, he just ate her pussy. No, sorry. Sorry. He ate her pussy. In her room or in his room? I don't know. Either way, it's some weird shit going on. And I don't know. Child. We'll find out. And like the 5th book, I guess it's going to follow each of these couples. Because I was curious to find out, why is there 5 books? I hope we're not following the same people for the 5 books. Because like I was getting, because after you read so many of these romances, you start to realize, okay, maybe we might get, a standalone series following each couple. And I was right. So we'll find out soon enough. In the end, peace out. I need to take a shower and go to fuck to bed. Bye. Guys, welcome back. So the last time I updated you was, I think, on Monday. Today is March 6th. I got a lot of things to do today. I'm going to do my nails, but I'm just going to do 2 different designs. I do want to do the natural extension set again, but I'm going to do it on my right hand because I suck on my right hand. I need to practice doing my nail drill and stuff on my right hand to be more used to it. So I'm figuring, let me do it first, because if I jack it up, it is what it is. Today I'm going to use nail forms instead. But while I'm doing my nails, I'm going to listen to Fear Me. Hopefully I don't get distracted and bored, but at this point, I'm just here for the drama. I already did my skincare, waxed my face. It looks good and glowy, but I just cannot, I'm not rooting for them. I'm just here for the mess at this point. I'm just here for how it all ends, how they backstab each other. Hopefully she gets a backbone and fights back a little bit, but after all, he has been kind of bullying her for years. Like, the whole, you can tell that he does like her, per se, or had a crush on her, per se, because like there was like this one scene where, like, remember when back when you guys were little, and like that one boy, another boy, not Kieran, the other boy, I'm calling him Bob, the other boy Bob took your music player and Kieran just beat the shit out of him and punched him and got in trouble for you. And I was like, okay, whatever. Problematic behavior since childhood. Anyways, I'm just here for the mess, and I can tell based on every one of these, because we follow each couples in almost each book, because I think book 2 still follows the same couple from this book. Child, it's gonna be a hot ass mess, but I'm here for it. So I don't know what it is. I'm just not in the mood for bully romance. Maybe I just need to find the right bully romance right now, because I don't know. 2024 is just not hitting like it used to hit last year. It's crazy, right? And I don't think I even read that many. Is that okay? Last year I read a lot of mafia romance, to be honest. So I didn't read that many bully romances. So that probably has something to do with it. In fact, maybe I read more bully romances back in 2022. But it's just not hitting. So anyways, I'm going to start with my nails. Here's my little snacky snack if you're interested. This is, I don't know, child. I just got this from an Asian supermarket. That's brand new, child. They replaced the Toys R Us over there. RIP. But this is the toffee nut latte almond, and I do like almonds. However, they do, I tried this brand before, but like they had, Jesus, the Vietnamese brown sugar boba flavor. That tastes good. So I have confidence in this. So, and it looks like it has a little bit of caramel. I don't know. I just like it. It's cute packaging, okay? I got my biggest water, and I'm thinking, well, it's not a Stanley cup, but it's called, what's it called? Jesus Christ. Where is it? It's all holographic and everything. It's called the Coldest. And I got this size, which is like a 46 ounce. And I got the gallon size, which is also Purple Galaxy. But this one is like Star Glazer or something, but purple. And I'm thinking about going back and getting like the cup handle, because at the time it wasn't available in that color, but I'm thinking about either getting that color or the Galaxy one. And the best part is you can get your name, personalized and stuff. The gallon one has my name on it, except for this one. So it lasts forever. Let's see, in case you're interested, the products and stuff I get is from AliExpress anyways. I got my nail foils. I'm going to use polygels for both sides of my hand. I'm doing my right hand. This is M-Share. M-Share got the best natural color looking for like, natural extensions. So you got this color. It's kind of very close, as you can see, to the tip of your nails. Okay. And that's the shade. Oh, I got it in my polygel. Shade 59. Then we got Cody's. It just came in. I think I ordered this back in mid-January or something, or the beginning of February, but it finally got in. Then again, most of these stuff are from China, to be honest. This is like the clear pink. And I'm going to use this as like, for this general area. So, and of course I got my nail forms. These are like the cheap ones I got a long time ago, and it's time for me to put it to use so I can like actually buy better ones. But yeah, there's that. Of course I got my nipper, my cuticle nipper. I got this peel off base coat, but like I said in like the last video, it's not as, good to me. Of course I got my Russian nail drill kit, manicure nail drill kit from Wilson. Of course, you got my primer. It's a good one that's acid free. My dehydrator. This is like a random, well, it's not really a random. It's like a regular gel. You have to let it air dry instead of curing it in the light. And you basically, it's like a barrier between all of these products. So I'll probably put this after, I prep my nail. I'll probably put this in the center of my nail and then go on top with the peel off base coat. And of course, other tools that I might need. But I'll come back in and check in with y'all once I'm listening. It's now 3:11. Let's see how long it takes for me to do my right hand, since I always take the longest time to do it. Bye. Hey, you guys. Oh, let me turn off the audiobook. Hey, you guys. We're back with an update. Grew my nails overnight. Child, these are great. Great. I love me a nice, like, it's just, and like, you know, I could just, you know, paint over it for whatever. And I think I did pretty good. Decent this time around, you know. I had to fix this nail because it was a little crooked. But for the most part, it's okay. I think I did the shape okay. And like that pink, that clear pink is so pretty. I made sure to put it all over the nail to like thicken it up because I made sure to go extra thin. Because, you know, if you ever watch those, like, you know, those Russian girls or the Brazilian, I think the Brazilian women on IG, the nail techs, bruh, they have a strong nail, but it's thin. I don't know how they do it at the same damn time, but I hope I achieved it. Anyways, I'm gonna have to like take a nap or something. It's now 5:12 since I last talked to you, and we are now 50% into this fucking book. So I am on chapter 16 now. So much has happened. Well, in my opinion. He took her virginity by force, child. She, of course, playing. We're watching her headset, and it's like, well, head, and it's like, oh, well, I'm starting to enjoy. Like, child, whatever. I was just disgusted by the whole situation, and then, like, even after it became consensual non-consent and everything, I'm just like, I'm still annoyed. So we found out that it was actually Trevor who set him up, but you know, she, it goes back and forth, and she did try to warn him, but he was being an asshole. So that's on you, nigga. And what else? Like, we found out like a little bit more about his family, and it's so weird. Like, I don't know, like his whole family. Well, he lives with his uncle, and I don't know what's up with his parents. Don't give a fuck. But something strange happened, right? When after, you know, the whole virginity issue. Oh. Let's not forget the whole Jesse. Jesse is actually Lake, whatever the girl's name, best friend, but like he moved out of state and then he came back and then all this other stuff, and he confronted Kieran. I was like, in front of the entire game. And I'm like, first of all, how can I say this? The writing skills are so fucking dramatic, like, for no reason. Like, you mean to tell me that the entire football game stopped to see these two boys confront each other over a girl? An entire football game. You know, the one that, you know, that high schoolers be training their asses off. They stopped the entire game just to stare at them. When I was listening to the audiobook, I was like, what? That makes no sense. Because even like, I'm thinking back when I was in high school, there was fights, but guess what? People still played. Because if you got distracted on the field, like, the coaches will be on that ass. So it makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. The fuck? Ugh. And then in her job. First of all, let's talk about her job real quick. So she had a job at the gym, right? Oh yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. It's just so, I don't know. Here's the thing, right? After they got confronted at the job, I mean, at, you know, the whole football stadium was paying attention to them for some reason. That's when they went home. He drops her off. She thinks that there's obviously, she notices that the light is on, and it's a light that she didn't leave on. So she's like, someone's in the house. She goes upstairs and her phone rings. I'm like, oh my goodness. So someone is like banging on that door. Like, and she locks herself in her bedroom. I'm just saying, if you lived there for many years, wouldn't you know the layout and stuff, child? But then I remember Karen, he hid the knives like a fucking sociopath. He hid the knives because he thought that he was gonna fight back, that she was gonna fight back against him. And I was like, as she should. But like, in a dangerous situation like that, where I'm thinking that it's someone else besides Karen breaking in to the house, I'm like, what the actual fuck? Who is breaking into your house besides Kieran? Now I'm kind of invested. Like, who the hell? And what made me even more invested, and of course he got arrested because Kieran, not the dude, the other dude who broke into the house. I have a feeling I know who it is, but Kieran, I don't know, he must have drove back and was like, something's wrong. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that voice. Basically, something's wrong. He was like, open the door. I was like, but then, you know, the police came, arrested him, thinking that he was the one breaking in, but really, I think it was someone else. And she thinks it was someone else too. But she's kind of confused because it's like, wait a minute, maybe it was Kieran. Because like, she wanted to break him out of jail, but it turns out he was already broken out of jail because of Dash's rich daddy and whatever. Child, I guess their parents be ruling this entire town or something, child. I'm telling you, it's one of those rich family ass towns or something. But basically, after she found out, you know, broke them out and whatever, was released, she went back home. But then she found like this little card, and then she's thinking that it's a birthday card because, you know, recently her birthday passed, she just turned 18. Doesn't make anything better. Like, it's so ick. We'll get into her job later, but it's so ick. But with that being said, they basically had basically she opened up the card, and it's a picture of a little girl dead with a bullet hole in her head. I'm like, who is this girl? Is that someone from her past? Because, like, remember, we start out in the whole playground situation, and that's like, what does this have to do with anything? I'm just thrown in for a loop. Like, who is this girl? Who is this dead girl? And now she's confused. Like, okay, is it Kieran? Because, you know, Kieran, Karen, I'm sorry, he's a bitch ass. Like, yeah, sure, he whip your ass, but still, he's just always like, I'll kill you if you go here. I'll kill you if you go there. I'm like, if you're gonna kill her, just kill her. I know it's fucked up to say. If you're going to kill the girl, just do it. Like, you, all these threats is so annoying and for nothing. Like, but so she's thinking, oh my gosh, he killed this girl because you know, on one of those days when they had consensual non-consent type of shit, she found a gun in the room, in his room, and like a necklace. And it's like, oh wait a minute, that's the necklace on the girl. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? Is someone trying to flame him? Is he really a killer? Or is he just like a troubled teen who needs severe help? To me, severe help. But I was like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm just so confused. Like I said, I'm just here for the drama, and now I guess a mystery. I have a feeling I know who it is, but I'm like, how does he tie into this? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Trevor, but because we know that he's framed, you know, Karen before, and I found out that Karen, Trevor, his father is a deputy, like a police officer. So I'm thinking, something's up here. And if he, you know, if his daddy's a police officer, he's probably been eavesdropping. Because I feel like this is a town that's small as hell. Like, yeah, it's one of those richy, uppity, you know, the typical small town with, like, you know, the mega rich and like middle and lower class type of towns. So I'm guessing he probably, you know, with a town like that, he probably knows the ins and out. And like, you know, with him being the police officer's son, you know, the whole take your job to work thing, I wouldn't be surprised if he'd be like knowing his way around some things and probably knows how to break into stuff. But it's like, I highly doubt, I don't know, it's so confusing because like, I don't see him trying to, like, he's, I'm sorry, Trevor, he's a pussy ass nigga. Like, why am I, all these people are white. listen, what I'm trying to say is, because when he got confronted at the, because here's the thing, here, we just left the restaurant scene, right? And they're at the restaurant, and Trevor, he's like confronting the girls. He lays his hands on like old girl's hair, like, and I was like, girl, why are you letting everybody lay their hands on you? I'm sorry. Maybe because, yeah, I'm introverted, but I got some anger. I'm not gonna lie, I do have some anger issues. Let a bitch try to lay their hands on me. All those anger issues gonna go out on you. I'm just saying. Especially if you've been bullied for 10 long years, all that pent up frustration, like, girl, like, yeah, I know you're timid and everything, but like, there's only so much that a person can take. And I'm surprised that you hadn't bottled up all 10, like, sure, she's been writing in the journal as her experience. And Kieran read the journal, so he knows that she had a crush on him and everything else, whatever. But all of that pent up anger of being bullied and humiliated by the entire class and in front of people and all this stuff, how do you not like explode and started whooping that man's ass? Like, both of them, to be honest, because fuck Kieran and fuck Trevor. Because now Trevor is like trying to blackmail her, like, oh, I'm gonna put this all on you because you're the one who helped me. And even though she did try to, like, I guess she must have chickened out, because we did see that scene, like that little flashback when she was trying to warn him, like, wait, like, Kieran, like, but you know, she got instantly shut down and humiliated the entire school. Child, I would have let him, like, but anyways, all these folks, and now they're discussing in her house, like, okay, what if she's not innocent? Okay, what if she is actually innocent? What now? And like, and he got the nerve to say, it don't matter if she's innocent or not. What? You done tormented this. And I guess, I have a feeling, here's my foreshadowing is coming in. I have a feeling that, of course, he's gonna, because like she did say, when she was about to lose her virginity, child, by force, by this man, like, you're gonna regret this, and one day you're gonna be on your knees begging for me. I was like, what kind of corny ass shit is this? This is horrific enough as it is, but like, it's just the corniness of it all, and immense of, you know, an R scene like that. I'm just like, it took me out, to be honest. I was like, okay, that's going to come in later, thanks for the foreshadowing, but I'm like, okay, girl, I'm gonna need you to call the police again, even though you didn't call them the first time, but still, besides the point. With that being said, I have a feeling that once she somehow gets her name cleared and everything, because now she's like, they're at a standstill, I guess, because she's like, listen, I'll tell you the truth once you give me an apology. I was like, and of course he's like, I'll never give you an apology. Whatever, nigga, with your dusty ass. I don't care if he's rich or not. Fuck him. But I have a feeling, you know, they're gonna break up, even though to me this ain't a fucking relationship at all. And he's gonna be like, okay, I might have to crawl back, and then because like he's dropping little hints that he's like the way that he says certain things, like, it's like he's straight face. It's giving sociopath, to be honest with you. But like, he's saying these things as if like he actually is admitting, you know, feelings, but like is hiding it type of situation. And I feel like that's gonna come into play later. And if it does, I'm going to be so pissed off and kind of like annoyed, because I already know that this type of chick, she's gonna take him back in like the second book. I feel like this first book is gonna be them breaking up, and then the second book is gonna be him trying to crawl back to her type of shit. I feel like I'm a psychic. Maybe because I be reading too many of these books, regardless of the situation. Because, come on, it happens in romantasy. It happens in, like, you know, literary fiction sometimes. It happens. We know the get up. I see the setup from now. And it's like, when that happens, I'm like, girl, I hope that they don't get back together. If I decide to continue, depending on how annoyed I am. Or if I even want to. But depending on all of that, I hope and pray that it isn't until like maybe the last half. No, not even the last half. Maybe 2/3 into the book. Like literally 2/3 into the book. That's when, okay, I'll take your ass back. First of all, you were never together in the first place. This isn't a real relationship. This is a hostage situationship. And here's the thing, right? I know that he got money because he already had proven to us earlier on in the book that he basically has like someone following the aunt, because the aunt is out of town. She's like, she's a best-selling author, right? But basically she's out of town on a book tour and everything else, and he has someone following the aunt and sending pictures like, okay, like if you disobey me, off with the aunt. And I'm like, and we still don't know what happened to the parents. Did they disappear on her, or are they really dead? I guess we're gonna have to find out, because like this is so, it's a hot mess. I feel like, oh, what's this TV show? You know what? I feel like this is a grown-up CW TV show. You know what I'm talking about? Not Gossip Girl per se, because Gossip Girl, yeah, well, despite me, you know, never, well, I've seen a few episodes of the original Gossip Girl, but I never bothered to like finish like episode by episode. I just been spoiled by YouTube, you know, as usual. When it comes for these shows, I always get spoiled anyways online. So I feel like it's like a toxic version of Gossip Girl a little bit, but like worse. Anyways, that's my update. I don't know if I should continue, because I have yet to find an inspiration from, because she got so like, hold up, like y'all, hold up. All right, so anyways, as I was saying, as you can see, I'm gonna like post it here. As you see, Miss Brittany Nails, follow her on YouTube. She does have a YouTube channel if you're into like polygel as well as me. But she, as you can see, this woman is so talented, like really talented. Like all of this is polygel, none of it is acrylic, none of it. Like you can see the end result. Like look at this, like this blue, purple, pink, lilac child. Like she is so inspirational, and at this point I'm just going to jack her. I'm gonna jack one of her nail designs, but I don't know which one I want to pick, because she got so many good designs, so many crazy designs. I'm like, how? I mean, I know how, because you know she got a YouTube channel, but like, bruh, I'm not gonna do them as long as that, because like, yeah, my nail forms are long. Like for example, for this nail set, I only went up to number 4. So if anything, I'm gonna go all the way up to that one seam, to like to the top, or as much as I can. So I don't know which design. Like you see the artwork, y'all? Like maybe this one. Oh, look at this one. This is just dope. This is just dope. Like, come on now. Like this is some dope ass work. Anyways, go follow a Black creator who does nails as well. But like, I don't know. I have a lot of purple. Like I should do something with purple, because I got a lot of purple tones. And like you see the short set too. Honey, come on. Stop playing with her. Stop playing with her, period. Ooh, what about this one? I could do this one. And here's the thing, I got some color changing ones too. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this in my nails area. Come on, where it at? Okay. But like, bro, do you see that? Like, come on now. I could do a stiletto like that. Like, this is just so, no words. But I don't know, I'm gonna have to like look through my stuff, and it is now 5:32, y'all. And I don't know if I should go to bed or pick out the ones that I want to do now, so that way I don't have to worry about it later. But then I gotta pick a design too. All right, y'all. The next time you see me, hopefully I'll be finished with the freaking book. So, deuces. Hey, y'all. I'm back with an update. If you can tell by my voice, I'm tired. But I finished the other hand, y'all. Look at it. Look at it. It is giving galaxy, and it's all polygel. Okay, not polished, but polygel. Bruh, I need to, moisturize my hands, child. But I am 79% into this book, so I feel like I'm gonna finish it today. These books are getting on my nerves. I'm facing whiplash since the last time that I was talking to y'all. Like I said, I'm facing whiplash with these characters, because let's get to the juicy bits right now. Trevor cornered Lake into a bathroom and tried to, R her. And during that time, he confesses to everything, that him and like the popular cheerleader girl, who's, the girlfriend or something, who was, Karen's girlfriend at the time, that they're the one who set him up in the first place. And I'm like, first of all, if your goal is to be his girlfriend and to like because like he's always, first of all, he, according to him, he's like, everyone can see that he loves you, so I figure I'll use you, and type of collateral damage. And since, she don't like you in the first place because she feels like, he likes you too, it was like 2 for 1. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids? All these kids are jacked up. So he attacks her and everything. But here comes Kieran to the rescue. And is he a fucking werewolf with a supernatural strength or something? Yeah, he's into sports, but like, it doesn't, mind you, they're in Trevor and Lake, they're in a closed stall. Okay, closed stall. Somehow Kieran comes out of nowhere, drags, like, it's closed, Mike. It's locked. Drags Trevor out and whoops his ass. And then lifts her up. So I'm like, how much does she weigh? Is she like skinny like a stick? I'm trying to understand how he's able to lift both of these people up and out that stall and proceeds to whoop this man's ass. But like, of course, she fainted or knocked out something. She's in the hospital for her injuries, right? And Kieran is in the hospital with him. So the police got the statement, everything about him. And of course, he's and I guess they decided to call it truce because basically what's her name? Sheldon or whatever her name is. She went in to check in on Lake because she noticed that Trevor followed her to the bathroom, and she pretty much heard most of the confection and then ran back to report to you know, Kirsten, the werewolf at this point. And he's like, some kind of bullshit apology, which isn't really an apology in my opinion. And then he's over here like, can we be friends? After you bullied this girl for 10 years, sexually assault her, even though you claim that you had a crush on her all this time, you want to be friends. I had to pause doing my nails. I was like, what the actual fuck is going on here? You know what this crazy woman says? Yes. Here, wait. Before we get to the yes, she's like, no. At first, you know, the whole resist part. But then she was like, you know what? It's time to get... And here's where I got excited. I was like, are we getting our lick back? We're getting our lick back for all these years? Because she's starting to change. She's like, okay, let me be friends just to get closer to you so I can hurt you back. Because you hurt my friend Willow. Because, you know, at this point, Willow done found out about Dash and everything. About, you know, the whole deal and being used and everything. And the whole reason why Willow and Dash are going through it is because she found out that Dash has a supposed fiance, when really we found out that, you know, because they come from old money. And basically the girl who claims to be Dash's fiance is basically from the other family, and they're trying to, you know, hook each other up, but it didn't really work out. And somehow the family, she really wants them to be married into the family because they're running out of money. And, you know, what better way is to combine new money with old money? So that type of situation. So they're not really, you know, fiancés, which is like, okay. So, but he's like, didn't deny it and all that stuff. You know, they're playing the whole cat and mouse shit instead of actually communicating. But all of these people need to go to jail. All of them. So, boom. That's the side plot with them. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see more of them in their own book. So, at this point, she's like coming with Willow, right? And like they're being friends, right? And she's like, listen, we need to get our lick back. And I plan on, like, you know, sending him to jail type of stuff. Because remember, she still got the picture of the murdered girl with the bullet hole in her head, right? And I was like, listen, Willow, this is what I found. And like Willow, rightfully so, was like, girl, if you don't take that to the police and stay out of it, and you are willing to, like, you know, cross his path again, only to might end up being like that little girl in that photo with a bullet hole in your head. See, Willow, she's sometimes ditzy, but she's smart in that sense. So I was like, girl, yes. But at the same time, I was waiting. I was waiting for this girl to get her revenge. So I'm like, girl, this is your time. But somehow, in the mix of her being friends, right, with him, and it's so weird because the cousin and even Dash was like, all right, we apologize. The bullshit apology, and like, I hate to say the boys will be boys type of way. Like, it is what it is. Will we be friends? Hold up. I'm sorry. This nigga, the cousin, he got the nerve to say, want to be best friends now? I was like, what? He said, after all the bullshit, this is diabolical. This is some, what in the fuck? This is a mindfuck. This is too much. This is too much. Everybody needs to go to jail, starting with the weapon, the alcohol, the drugs, everything, period. So she's trying to find more information about Kieran, right? He's like, because we all know that the parents are out of his life and he's being raised by the uncle, right? Because apparently his father is a younger brother who got disowned and ran away type of situation. And apparently his mother is a prostitute. So we just found that out. So she's trying to find out even more information. Actually, we didn't find out until later, until he confronted her, but that's besides the point. So she's asking, what's the old boy's name? Thomas, whatever, the dude who moved and then came back and confronted him in front of the entire game. Weird. So he's like some kind of computer FBI whiz, you know, because his family in the military and shit like that. So he's over here doing his FBI CIA type of shit. And I was like, okay, so here's some information about this family. And I'm like, what? There's like so very little articles. It's almost as if someone was trying to delete the history of this family, of the Masters family. See, I forgot his name is his last name is Masters. See, when I first read this book, nah. Anyways, so there's something weird about that family. Of course there is. So he leaves and she's asleep. She wakes up from a nightmare and sees a man in her room, like a slender man, you know? And she's thinking, oh my God, it's still a nightmare. But then she wakes up and it's like, oh my God, there's really someone in my room. And I'm thinking it's someone who broke in the first time, who left a picture there. But turns out it's Kieran, whatever the fuck. It's him. He broke in again. Girl, what? Now that you have your knives back and everything, because he's like, all right, you can have your knives back and everything, because he had everything. Now that you got your knives back, how come you don't sleep with one underneath your bed? The way that this man has been breaking into your house multiple times, and you don't find a way to, like, you know, I don't know, Home Alone your shit. The least you could do is, like, if you can't stop him from breaking in, you could pull a Home Alone stunt and, like, you know, because this is crazy. And meanwhile, when I talk about friends, I'm talking friends with benefits, because, like, she's still fucking him. I'm like, girl, no. I'm feeling the ick. Oh, I forgot to mention about her previous job. He got her fired from her job that she had. You know, the one that can have her save money for college. That type of job. And I'm like, and he started a fight with one of the gym members. Mind you, the gym, first of all, two gym, I would say three. First of all, her manager, kind of creepy, to be honest with you. Like, why are you asking, like, because before it was her birthday, he was already asking her questions about her romance life. And then now after she turned 18, and, you know, I guess, you know, that womanly glow after you lost your virginity or something, like you become a woman type of shit. Ain't yet to experience it. But she's like, oh, there's something different about you. It's almost as if you had an orgasm, I can tell. I was like, this is so inappropriate for you being the manager and someone who literally just turned 18 2 months ago. Very strange indeed. And also the other gym member is like, he must be old enough to be her daddy, because why are you flirting? Because it's clearly obvious that he kept like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that he may have jokingly asked her out when she was 17, and then now that she turned 18, he kept pushing it, like, so are you sure you ain't dating one of your boys in high school? Also, so you know that she's in high school, but yet you still want. This whole book is weird, very disturbing. And then the other dude, I guess the jock dude, started flirting with her again. Also, mind you, is like, started making really crude jokes about her and everything in front of Karen, and you know he got a hot temper, so he got into a fight and got her fired. Like, you're not working there today again. Making decisions for her. Like, oh, that's cool, because I already told your boss that, you know, that you quit. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Just because you got money, are you going to pay for her college tuition? Because last I checked, that's your uncle's money, not yours. And even though you could be the potential heir. So what? Like, it's just so many boundaries. We are beyond the red flag. Okay, United Nations of red flag. Shout out to Risa Tisa. Okay, like, this is too much, and yet you still fucking him at this point of this thing. So, anyways, turns out the shadow figure in the room, right? Back to where we are now. It's him, and he found the picture. Like, well, he hasn't found the picture yet, but he's like asking, why is Thomas here? And I'll give you one more chance before you lie to me, type of bullshit. And she lies, of course. I'm like, no, it's nothing. And like, they fuck. After they're done fucking, he's like, I'm gonna give you one more chance to tell me the truth. Why? And I was like, oh my God. So he found the picture of the murder girl. And I was like, and she's like terrified, because at the end of the day, she don't know if it's the other dude, or him that done murdered this chick. And he's like, yes, it's me. I was like, so you admit to murder, but I don't think but then he later on said, it's because I was too weak that got her killed. I was like, what? So basically you didn't kill, like, basically from what I'm understanding is that you're not the one who got this girl killed, but someone else did, and you just can't blaming yourself this whole time. And apparently we learned that the girl's name is Lucy. I have a feeling. Now, see, he was dropped off out of nowhere, but I don't know how old was he when he got dropped off. So someone is telling me that his mother or his father, I don't know. I have a feeling that one of the parents is still alive, because he was there. He barely remembered his mom, but whatever fucked him up, clearly something fucked him up. Like, she's on her, oh, I can still save you type of bullshit, despite hate, like, saying that, you know, I can still see the hate in his eyes for me. But that was crazy. When I heard her say that, I was like, what? Girl, so you see the hate in his eyes, and you choose to be Delulu. You choose to be like, I can see the hate in his eyes, but it's in conflict with his lust. It's not, and then here's the thing, right? When they were fucking, after Thomas on left, she let it slip out, the L word, love. Not lust, love. And I was like, girl. No wonder why it took me so fucking long well, it always takes me long to do my nails, but after listening to this, I was like, this is too much. I had to take breaks, because I knew if I wasn't paying no attention, because I was paying more attention to the book and the hot mess that it was than to my nails, I was going to cut myself by accident with the e-drill. But what the actual fuck? What is wrong with these folks? What? It's the delusion for me. And yet, and like, the whole friends with benefits type of shit, I don't think friends with benefits go on dates. To be honest, I never had one. So don't mind me. But like, she decided to go on a date for the first time ever, because mind you, he bullied every boy who was interested in her to stay away from her, just so he can have her all to herself. This whole time, for 10 long years, bullied other men who was interested, who probably would treat her better than you, money or not. And he bullied them, scared them shitless, scared them straight, like, out her life, so he can have her all to herself for 10 long years, on top of the bullying of her and humiliating her. Every last one of these characters are stupid, including her. I'm sorry. It's like decision after decision. Like, and I'm trying hard because these are all teenagers, but fuck it. Sometimes these teenagers be diabolical. I'm sorry. Like, this is too much. Absolutely not. How you not, like, anyways. So we found out later on that Thomas, whatever the fuck, or is it Trevor or Thomas, starts with a T. I'm gonna call him Trevor for that, I guess. Thomas, whatever. He got out of jail. Of course, remember, daddy's still a cop. And I'm like, so, mind you, there's supposed to be a restraining order, right? Between him and Lake. He violated the first chance that he sees her, because he's somehow in cahoots with the ex-girlfriend of Karen, and they're over here making out with each other, and then they see each other, and I was like, so what's up with you? So why are you still worried about this couple when you two were just making out with each other? What is going on here? What is going on here? And you know what? The reason why, and at first I thought he was being bullied by Karen. But turns out he just like, listen, he gets all the, like, literally like during his whole confession, like, he gets all the girls. He thinks that he's unstoppable. So it basically was based off jealousy, because he didn't do anything to him. Technically, he didn't, besides get all the bitches. That was it. But like, the whole framing him for in possession of drugs before sending him to juvie and stuff, it was all based off jealousy. So everybody, including the one who got framed, whack as hell. So it's just too much. So how is he out? Well, yeah, I remember his father's is part of the police, so he got out, not clearly not on bail, but still, like, he still is out. So you would think after they reported, the girls told, you know, the police his whole confession to like framing him and everything, that it would compromise, you know, and keep him in jail longer. Child, clearly don't matter shit in this house. They need a plot. But like, they confront her and Willow and whatever, Sheldon, at the amusement park, because they went to amusement park, and he's like, oh, I got someone who wants to meet you. But I'm like, what? So, you know, they start wailing on both of them, right? And here's the thing, during this whole time, you see a personality shift in Lake when she became friends with the bullies, because now she's starting to stand up for herself. Because when the old girl, the ex-girlfriend, tried to confront her, you know what Lake did? I was so happy, to be honest. Lake took this girl, like, because she was really all in her face, right? And Lake was like, smashed her head into the locker and started like, if you listen, he's never been yours in the first place type of shit. I was like, okay, Lake, wrong thing to do for a man like that, but like, to stand up for yourself, kudos to you. So she's more ruthless, she's more catty. I was like, where was this this was the Lake that I needed when you were like, when you were getting bullied. This is the Lake that I wanted, okay? And we only get you that when you're getting dick from him voluntarily. Now I'm like, this is too much. These teenagers are so unhinged. How do you be watching Gossip Girl and not curse these people out? Like, anyways, basically, whoever that he was trying to drag her to meet was connected to Karen somehow, to his past. So all that shit happened, and then, you know, somehow they confront each other again, have sex again. And she's like, I need you to tell me more, because like, at this point he's not even angry that she tried to get revenge because the jig is up, but he's like all reluctant hero type of shit. And he's like, listen, kind of confessed, well, not to confess to the murder, but he is clearly blaming himself for whatever happened in his past. And I have a feeling that because the mother was, you know, on drugs and was a prostitute, I have a feeling that he was around certain people who may have influenced him, and that may have something, or made him do something that may have something to do in connection to the girl's death. Because how did that end up here in her apartment, in her place of living? Because now I'm starting to think, because after he left, right, in a fit of rage of whatever argument again, they had another argument again, she notices that there's a car following him. So whoever is coming at them is not necessarily towards her, it's mostly towards him. So he clearly got an enemy from his past childhood type of shit, and I don't know who it is or what, but like, she's like, I need to find him. First of all, in all the times that you're fucking, you never got his phone number, because she had to call Sheldon for like, okay, what's your cousin's you know, your boyfriend's cousin's number. Like, I need to find out where he at. They're at the park where it all started from the very beginning, child. So they're doing that. They're almost fucking in the rain. Clearly, there's lots of fucking everywhere. It was getting annoying, but so far the car is not there. So that's where I left off. Now I'm really curious to see who the hell is that? Who is following this man? It has to be someone. What if it's his father? His father who ran away, that we all thought was dead. I'm really curious. But I don't know. And see, here's the thing, right? When she found out about the whole mother situation, she then told the cousin, because I hate their names because they're so similar that you get it tongue-tied. She basically tells his cousin, like, and she's like talking to him, and he looks shocked about all the information, and then it's almost as if he tries to hide it, like, oh, I didn't know, because like he really looks up to him, the bully. What? And basically, and it's like, so you mean to tell me you ain't know none of that about your uncle ran away from home? You ain't know that your auntie was a prostitute and drugs and shit? You ain't know none of that? Because based on his reaction to that, it seems like this was new information to him. So not even Kirsten told him. So I'm like, what is going on with this fucked up family? This is, at this point, I'm surprised there ain't no incest with what's going on. Let me not talk too early, because with whatever that's about to be revealed, because we're 79% into this book, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm fucking tired. I'm sure you're tired of me talking. And it's about to be 11 o'clock. It is like 10:57, and hopefully next time you see me today, March 26th. Today is Wednesday. Okay, I need to go to the library. Let me go take a nap, a quick power nap, and then we're going to go to the library, because I got a lot of shit to return, and I don't want to pay no damn late fees for nothing. Nothing. But I'm so proud of myself. It normally takes 2 to 3 business days to be doing both of my nails. Yay! Hey, you guys. Let me park in like right here real quick. I just finished the book like maybe like an hour or so ago. I should have finished it like the day of and just speed it up. But like I just decided to like speed it up to 2.5 because I was like, let's wrap this shit up. Okay. Where did I leave off? So I think I forgot to mention that when they were at the carnival area place, when Trevor and that other girl, you know, confronted them, they ended up getting kidnapped by the boys. I was like, what the fuck? And of course, the only people acting are like the police, but it's just a regular day at school. Continue on as normal. And what pissed me off is I wish it had more spice, you know, like to be having a lot more fight in her, because, you know, her grandmother, I never mentioned her grandmother, but her grandmother has dementia. She's in a retirement home like an hour or so away. So she always goes with Willow or like her aunt, right? And all I gotta say is Karen was like, I want to go too. I was like, no, you don't lost your ever fucking mind if you think you're gonna come near my old ass grandmother with your crazy ass. And just and the whole conversation with the grandmother done pissed me off. Like it irritated me. Like, come on grandma. Like, even though she didn't have that good of an impression on them, I was like, grandma. But of course, as usual, he goes back to, like, they got into some kind of argument. He goes back to some kind of threat. Like, you're going to use my grandmother against me? Absolutely. Because now she knows the grandma's location, knows that the grandma's not going to remember him because she got dementia and everything. Oh, my God, this is a hot mess. Because basically, he used her, like, listen, like, stop digging into my past. I want you to drop that shit now. And she's fighting back, like, tell me, if you tell me, then I'll stop. And I was like, oh, my God. It later gets on revealed later on. But they ended up going to laser tag or whatever. Remember, child, I guess they're going out as friends now. Fuck this entire group. But after she left the laser tag area, right? Just for some fresh air or some shit. And the creepy guy from the gym came up to her and it was like, hi again. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna come up later, and I have a feeling that he has something to do with Karen's past, because remember there was that one car following him, but then disappeared out of nowhere, and then then they stopped talking. I'm still very creeped out by this old ass man talking to this girl who barely turned 18, right? And Karen, the cousin. He comes up like, who is that dude? You better stop talking to him. You know how my cousin is. He gets jealous, whatever type of bullshit. And like, mind you, Jordan, and like, she's like, it's no biggie. He only came in like a year ago. I never seen him around here, you know? So I'm like, oh, he came in a year ago, which is around the same time that Karen got out of juvie. So I'm like, something's up there. So I keep this teacher in mind, creepy as fuck. And I forgot what led to one thing or another. They got into a whole argument. Again, it's just nothing but sex and arguments. That's all this book is. Sex, arguments, and maybe a side plot of drama and murder and kidnapping. Anyways, that happened, right? And she ended up hurting his feelings about saying how your soul is ugly, and it really hurt him. That's what really hurt him. And like, she got the nerve to regret that shit. I was like, no, his soul is ugly. He's over here blackmailing you, tagging folks and everything, kidnapping folks. We don't, and as far as I know, murder. And they went their separate ways. She goes home. Someone's in her house, and guess who's there? That creepy ass teacher from her gym. Turns out, guess what? It isn't a teacher. It's Mike. You know who Mike is? Karen's father, who was alive the whole time, who faked his death 10 years ago. What the fuck is going on? And in the very evil monologue, right? And now, wait. Before let's go back. Let's go back before the craziness, right? She was eavesdropping. We finally meet the uncle, right? And he's very distant, but it seems like he has some regrets because he wants to be closer to his nephew. All I gotta say is, she ends up eavesdropping on the cousins, right? And he ends up saying like, oh, that's what the argument was about. She was arguing, saying like, you need to bring Trevor and like, oh girl, the ex-cheerleader back. Like, I don't want blood on my hands. Like, yeah, I know what they was planning to do to me. Mind you, they were planning on like some fucked up shit to her. But like, he's like, I don't want to be like you. I don't want my soul to be ugly just like yours. And that's what hurt his feelings. But still, I'm like, fuck them folks. They were trying to rape you and everything. Like, what the fuck? And anyways, but basically, she found out that that Karen basically sold those two to the guy who used to own him. I was like, own him? What the fuck? No wonder why he's so fucked up. We'll get into his childhood later. It gets revealed later, right? Towards like the last 20% of this book. But I'm like, own him? Child slavery? What the fuck is going on here? No wonder why you're so fucked up now. And basically, she got it later on gets revealed by Mike, aka Karen's father, who isn't really dead, that the reason why he's in town in the first place is to kill Karen, because it has something to do with the inheritance. Like, you have to have a child, you have to be married. Well, first, when you reach a certain age, like at 21, that's when you get part of your inheritance, but the rest will come to you when you get married, and then the other part when you have children. But if the children die, then the rest of the money can go back to you. But he has some gambling issues, and he basically lost most of his inheritance that he first inherited, right? And then, when he met his mama and everything, there was that. But like, the mother was trying to get away from him because of how, like, you know what, you're an evil man, let me not have my son near you. So she ran away, but he managed to find Karen, right? And basically the mama don't abandon him, right, just so she can get away. You know what he does to pay some of his debts? Well, I wouldn't say debt. He wasn't in debt at the time, I guess. He was in some debt, but not really. But basically, he basically sold Kieran to this basically child slavery group, whatever. And they did a lot, okay? They did a lot to these kids. Like, I'm talking sweatshop. Like, with Kieran, they actually made Kieran into a killer. Like, at 6 years old, like, Kieran basically, they're the whole villain arc reveal. Like, basically, Kieran's first kill was at 6 years old. And then they would use Kieran as a way to keep the other kids in line because these kids were starving, right? So Kieran was also being starved by these folks. So, like, he would be rewarded for bad behavior. And I'm like, no wonder, right? So basically, he becomes like a hitman at the age of 6. And he's over here killing other folks. And like, except for this one girl, remember the girl in the picture, Lily? So she's the first girl that he kind of cared for because she was badly beaten. And one day she got caught eating food out of the trash. And the dude was very angry at her and started punishing her, right? And the Kieran, he got angry. I don't know how a 6-year-old boy is going to take over an adult, but child, whatever. I think he was 7 at the time. Child, that's what happened. He ended up beating them up, and then she ended up going to him for more protection. But like, so they ended up getting both punished a lot. And then one day, I guess he had enough, or like, I don't know, something done happened where it's like, okay, like, I either have to put you out your misery or we both go out. And it was a lot. Like, the way that these adults was fucking with these kids, and including like, you know, CP, I'm like, what is going, and your father sold you into this? No wonder why this man is fucked up. I should apologize to this man, but I don't. But at the same time, I'm like, if you don't report to the fucking police, like, talk to somebody, anybody, a therapist, somebody. Like, no wonder why he has so much anger issues in the first place, because he's always like flip-flopping. And I'm like, ugh. Anyways, she ended up killing, that was like the first kill that really impacted him a lot. Like, not to say that him killing other kids was bad enough, and like sometimes he would like kill adults based on the orders that was given to him. But yeah, I'm like, damn, that's tough. That is tough, bruh. But that was some crazy ass shit. And then it later on gets revealed that, you know, the mama left, and just as I suspected, I had a feeling that Kieran killed his own mother. And I don't know, I'm trying to remember, was it based on orders? No, it wasn't based on orders. He did kill his mama, but at the time, it gets, you know, towards the end, we realized that, you know what, he killed his mother, but he didn't know that was his mother until, like, you know, it was too late. And even now, he doesn't have any regrets, because, I wouldn't say regret. To me, it read like he was very hurt and very angry, because it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you think that that woman is innocent, who leaves her child? So he clearly has major abandonment issues in the first place. Ugh, child. So Mike, during his whole spiel, he also kidnaps the cousin, right? And he basically wants the whole family dead. He wants to save his brother for last, like his older brother for last, the uncle. And I'm like, because if he kills everybody, then once he proves with a DNA test, because remember, people think that he's dead for the last 10 years, he basically is going to inherit all the money. He's probably going to blow up all the money in the first place. It's like, dude, you have a gambling problem. You need to handle that shit first before you even can think about getting more money. But he owes a lot of money to this creepy organization, I guess, that not even Kieran knows too much about. So I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell kind of underground child trafficking shit is this? So we get into this part, and there's a whole battle out, because remember, he done kidnapped the cousin. Now both of them are hostage. It's been revealed that Kieran killed his own mother, and in a fit of anger, boom, boom, boom. And of course, the cousin gets shot up. Now, mind you, the cousin, he's just finding all this out. He was like, what? The cousin, I thought the cousin knew a lot, but then I remember, you know, he looked up to his older cousin a lot more, so he probably wasn't, you know, thinking that much. Like, they're only a few months apart, right? Boom, that's what happens, right? So he's in the hospital fighting for his life. Like, lung is almost collapsed, almost out, and everything else. And we found out from Mike that, you know what, I almost went for her, but, you know, but I was trying to look for her so I can get married to her and get the rest of the money and everything. But she ended up going to the brother. So I'm like, wait, what? So the brother ended up fucking Kieran's mother, and that's how the cousin came to be born. Because like, when they funded it down, she was in the hospital with the newborn baby, aka baby cousin, who turns out to be the half brother. I'm like, what the actual fuck is this? Is too much. I feel like you start out a little slow, but then things just take off like so fast. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, my head is spinning at this point, right? I'm like, what the hell? They're brothers, they're half brothers? Damn. I'm like, what? So he's in the hospital. We'll get back to that later, right? And things are going on, and the police are questioning her about what happened during the shootout and everything, and she tells what happens with Kieran. And turns out she had an appointment to be investigated for what happened to Trevor and the cheerleader girl, and then he later on reveals, so when are they coming back? And she'd be saying shit out loud and actually reveal some shit. But basically, we found out that they're dead. Their bodies are burnt to crisp. Now, mind you, the connection that he has is to some other dude who basically has, he's this other dude. How can I say this? He's like, he used to work for this group, but I guess he didn't like the child explanation and the child slavery and, you know, the CP. So he decided, you know what, let me just work for this kid. First of all, how old was he when he escaped? I guess he must have been looking out for each other or something, like this little assassin. So whatever. So that's how he was able to get the pictures of the auntie from different states and everything else, and like be able to put a hitman. Now I have a feeling that he's the one who killed those 2 teenagers, but I don't know. That's what I think. So we're in the hospital, and Penelope, no, not Sheldon. I don't know why I want to keep calling her Penelope, but Sheldon, she's like crying. Like, I should have never gotten into an argument with Karen, child. I'm sorry, their names are so similar. Karen, the cousin who's in the hospital, he's 17, mind you. Keep that in mind, because she's like, I found out that he was having an affair with the teacher, a 17-year-old having an affair with the teacher, and I guess he was, to me, it sounds like he was seducing the teacher to, you know, give Sheldon better grades for her, you know, for whatever her college choice is, right? And she got angry and everything, and was like, it's over between us. But I wish I should have like kept him there, or maybe kept, you know, because they're one of those couples that keep breaking up with each other. So I can already tell when their book comes, it's gonna be a hot mess of breaking up and then getting back together, breaking up and getting back together. They've been together since like 13 years old. I'm like, damn, that's a lot. Anyways, so that's what prompted them to break up again, maybe according to her, the final time. And she kind of regrets that, and she's calling her up at the mind you, at this point, when she found out that the 2 teenagers, the one who plotted on her, you know, the one who almost sexually assaulted her in the bathroom, when she found out that those 2 were dead, she's like, you know what, I need to tell everything. And so basically she decided to snitch, like really snitch. And so now I guess they're looking for Karen, because Karen disappeared, and he's gonna have to come back anyways. But now because based on her, she thinks that, you know, Karen, because he already done killed so many people, why not these teenagers, right, who burnt to Chris, instead of maybe his partner, right? His partner may be involved, right? So basically he told Karen, like, just about that, she thinks that it's Karen, you know, the now ex-boyfriend, because they broke up with each other. There's a whole dramatic shit, because even after the shooting, he done disappeared. I was like, why are you disappearing too? Where are you disappearing to, sir? Are you staying at the house? What is going on? Like, these, and also the parents. I know the uncle be working a lot, because, you know, if you need to make all that millions, you need to be working, okay? I'm sorry. Okay, but like the auntie and everything else, I'm like, oh my God, just now the auntie just got back in town. I'm like, what the fuck? Where have you been, bitch? I know you've been out here with your book signing and everything, and this is a lot. So basically, Sheldon is calling this girl, crying on the phone, like, oh my goodness, he's not gonna make it unless he got a blood transfusion. And they already asked the uncle for his blood. It's not a DNA match. He is not the father, y'all. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean he is not the father? Turns out the father is Mike. How? How is this possible? So now Mike has 2 sons, and they're actually full-blooded brothers instead of half brothers. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it ended like that. It ended like that. 2 stars. 2 stars. Here's the thing. The pacing is just so off to me, especially towards the last bit. It really picks up at the last 20%, like really at the last 20%. But if you want to, like, I guess if you don't read for a bully romance and you want to read for the drama of it all and not focus on the romance, because like the romance is mad annoying me. And then maybe it's because they're in high school and everything is so disturbing to me. But if this was in college, I'd probably be eating this shit up. I'd probably give it a 3-star, but like 2-star. The only reason why it's a 2-star is because of the drama towards the end and how this whole side plot and everything else and how we got revealed for everything. I'm like, what the actual fuck? Child, this book stole parts of my life. I've only been reading this book. I hadn't read any other book, mainly because it's an audiobook, and I've been, you know, doing nails. I've been doing, you know, I did my mama's nails. I'll post pictures. Isn't she adorable? But like, and I've been like just doing everything else, but like, I need to reclaim my life back, y'all. So this is it. This was supposed to be a reading vlog of me reading other shit, but I guess this is a spoilery video about this one book. I hadn't read. I'm still on page 4 of Saving Savannah. I need to get my life back together. Deuces. Editing me here. I just want to say this very last minute. I forgot to mention that Lake's parents, she found out that her parents were murdered. Now, I don't know if it has something to do with Kieran and his crazy ass father, but that's a lot. Anyways, officially, goodbye. All right, doodles.